All right, we're back. I just peeled everything off and stuck the new marker lights on. Grease on the back of those, by the way. It's not dielectric or anything. Grease is grease. I mean, it keeps the water out. That's what we're doing it for. I bought 10 of each of the amber and the red marker lights when we bought the extra lights we put in the back, the brake and directional lights that we added on the back. They were super cheap, man. I got 10 of them for 15 bucks. So they're a little more than $1 a piece, right? But I was paying $6 or $7.99 each from the trailer store. Imagine the amount of money that trailer stores make. And you know, you can't, you know, they're in business to make dough. You know, you can't knock them, but holy schmoly, you can find everything on eBay, man. You know, you can also get a little carried away, but let's go on up and take a look. The sun is coming up over here, and it's really making this kind of difficult. We got to kind of look this way. I did go ahead and use the original nozzle that came on the sprayer that came on the top of the can. I was worried as I test sprayed that the standard nozzle that this stuff here has to be sprayed in a big pattern. Like I said, if you get it too concentrated, like starting and then stopping, it'll get dark. And that's what you're seeing if you're looking down here, and you can see down the sheen, the shine, where it looks like there's dry spots. It's not dry, it's just darker spots, you know. And I fogged the daylights out of it after I, you know, brought the can way back here and just fogged and didn't care if I got it up on the roof or not, because we're, like I said, we're just going to recoat, wash it up real good in the spring, and then recoat it so it looks nice and bright white. For, you know, we'll have our blue paint job on. We'll have our new RPM logo, and have our other products that we're going to be, God willing, if the bug goes away and we're allowed to open up our little business, we're going to have certain products that we're going to highlight and sell as a business, and Repsol being one of them. We're hoping to do Hoosier as well, not just go-kart tires, because the business isn't going to be just about go-karts. It's going to be about aftermarket bike stuff as well. Not DOT, race bike stuff. So that way we don't have to worry about tangling with the state of Michigan and having to be licensed and all that BS. You know, it's funny. You got to have a license, a motorcycle license, right, to ride a motorcycle on the road. The same road that if you have a car driver's license, you already know the rules of the road. So it isn't about learning the rules. It's just another way for your state to charge you more money. I know guys that do track day stuff, they have racing licenses for motorcycles, so they obviously know how to operate their motorcycle. They drove to the racetrack with a driver's license, so they know the rules of the road. Why do you know, you should just be able to pay for the endorsement, you know, but you shouldn't need one. I mean, if you have a license is a license. License to drive is a license to drive. You know, if you lay a motorcycle down, it's your own fault. You're really not hurting anybody but yourself. I suppose, you know, causing an accident could cause other people grief and trouble, but that could happen with any vehicle. I mean, you could run over somebody on a scooter out here. More and more little scooters running around the street. So that's my rant about licensing and what have you. So that's the plan. RPM Speed and Sport is going to be the speedy stuff. You know, we'll do some racing stuff. And sport is, you know, if you're just a track day guy and you're just in it for sport, you don't care about competition, we should be able to do all that kind of stuff. We eventually, obviously, would like to have storefront, right? So we have tire machine, we can do dirt bike tires and sport bike tires. Just all kinds of stuff. I'm going to be a dealer, and I have a supplier that's going to be supplying us all the goods and stuff that we need. So don't want to get too much into it, because you know, I don't want my bubble to burst, so to speak. You know, I don't want to get ahead of the blessing, so to speak. Right? We've got to wait on it. So we're waiting patiently for this bug thing to work its way out, so we can all go back to doing business, and that's the plan. The Speed and Sport thing is going to be a little shop that we can work on go-karts, we can work on bikes. No DOT stuff, obviously. Quads and side-by-sides, whatever. You know, hopping stuff up, tricking stuff out, whatever it takes, you know. Just a little hobbyist type speed sport joint. So that's where we're going. That's why we're going to paint the truck, the trailer, same color as the old truckster. It's the midnight blue pearl, and clear coating it, and then we'll get our colors on there and our logos and all that stuff. And so it's all good fun. That's why we wanted to fix the trailer, because we're going to use it actually for deliveries. If we need to deliver product to customers or whatever, or to pick up a bike, or and bring it back to wherever our shop is to work on it. Transport and stuff, we can pick things up. It's just another convenience you have, and that not everybody does that. Some bike shops will do it, but not all of them. So you know, we can work on anything that's literally not for DOT, or doesn't need to be licensed. So we can work on scooters and stuff too, because it's under 50 cc's. You don't even need a license plate to run them on the road. So that's the plan. That's why we decided to fix this trailer up. We could eventually, you never know. Me and Cher kind of talked about doing one of those toy hauler campers, right? So the go-kart, if we're going to go to the racetrack, the go-kart could go in the back. And if it's storming or raining when we get there, we still have a living space separate from the go-kart or the toy that we brought to play with. So that's something we can, you know, do for comfort and going to the racetrack, and then we'll just use this thing here for running stuff around town or whatever, right? Whatever it takes. Buying and selling go-karts could become something we do too. Buy them, refurbish them, sell them, get new people involved. Sid Daniels is into that. Johnny West has been doing it for years. Those guys on a far larger scale than me, and I'm more of a lay-down guy, right? So I'm going to be pushing people getting into lay-down carts instead of the sit-up stuff. But that's it. I've rambled on. We got 2 sides down. I started peeling that silicone up there in between while I was waiting for that primer to dry. So a little less time tomorrow. But we'll get all this should be done, trimmed, done, painted, everything up top done. So after this, we'll tear that access door off the side and seal that door jamb up. We get Rich working on that door, taking it apart carefully to see what we got going on in there. And I'll get working on the door jamb itself. You know, we'll have to get some more of this paint because we want to do that steel the same color as this gray silver. And then get the fenders off, rework the fenders, get them fixed up, glassed up solid again, and painted and back on. And well, we won't put them back on until we paint, but that's it. We're just working toward getting the blue and the clear on. Maybe not the stickers and everything, but at least getting all the painting done, fenders done, back on, door done, and back on. So it's done. We can work on logos and all that other stuff spring, but we want all this done, painting and everything done, refurbishing done of the cosmetic stuff, all before we go to Grattan in about 4 weeks. So got a lot to do. We can't be lollygagging around, right? No more sleeping till 10, staying up till 2 and sleeping till 10. That's it. This was a long one, but that's where we're at. When we get that front painted and fixed up and done, I'll bring you a short clip of what it all looked like. Talk to y'all. God bless. Hang in there. It'll get better.